Hey there, money ninjas. Today, we're diving into the one book that transformed a soda-chugging, newspaper-reading Warren Buffett from a Nebraska teenager into, well, the Warren Buffett. Spoiler alert, it's not how to win friends and influence people, though I'm sure he's great at parties.
Wink, wink.
But before we get into the life-changing magic of Benjamin Graham's The Intelligent Investor, smash that like button, or as Buffett would say, only click if you plan to hold the subscribe button for 20 years. Warren Buffett said, I read the first edition of this book early in 1950, when I was 19. I thought then that it was by far the best book about investing ever written. I still think it is. 30 days. That's how long it took for this book to rewire Buffett's brain. Think of it like a financial Marvel origin story, except instead of a radioactive spider, he got bitten by footnotes about bonds. I am Mr. Stick's A Stocks, and I will be your host for today. And today, I'm breaking down the 3 secrets inside this book that made Warren Buffett a trillionaire, okay, billionaire, and how you can use them to stop eating ramen for breakfast. Yes, that Warren Buffett, the guy who basically collects billions like people collect Pokemon cards. He didn't wake up one day as the world's greatest investor. He had an interesting weapon, and that weapon was this book. Buffett calls it the best book on investing ever written. That's a big deal coming from a guy who could probably buy the moon if he felt like it. The author is Benjamin Graham, also known as the godfather of value investing, also known as Buffett's mentor and professor, also known as the guy who wrote the investment Bible. Watch until the end for some pro tips. So, what's inside this mysterious book that made a young Warren Buffett go, "Yup, this is it. This is how I'll get rich"? Let's go. Secret number 1, Mr. Market is a drama queen. Imagine you've got a business partner named Mr. Market. He's that friend who texts you at 3 a.m. like, buy everything, the world's ending. And then, the next day, sell it all, we're doomed. Benjamin Graham basically said, don't trust this guy. Mr. Market's emotions are not your problem. Buffett took this to heart. While everyone panics during a crash, he's like, steady as she goes. Next time the market crashes, channel your inner Buffett. Ask, is this stock actually valuable, or is Mr. Market just having a tantrum? Then buy the dip. And maybe some actual dip. Guac costs extra. If you want extra guac, smash that like and subscribe button. Stay tuned for the Buffett 30-day challenge. Secret number 2, be a value vampire, but hungrier. Value investing isn't about buying cheap stuff. It's about finding mispriced treasures. Graham called this the margin of safety. Think of it like buying a $100 bill for $50, except Wall Street's hiding those bills under couch cushions. Buffett's hack? He became a value vampire. He'd sniff out companies trading for less than their intrinsic value, like Coca-Cola in the 80s. Here's a pro tip. Use tools like PE ratios and balance sheets to find undervalued stocks. If spreadsheets make you snooze, just ask, would Warren buy this while eating a Dairy Queen blizzard? The answer is usually yes. So, what do? Graham and Buffett say, invest, but not in random hype stocks. Think of strong, quality companies, ones like PepsiCo, Visa, or Apple. Companies that make money, have good leadership, and aren't trying to launch space hotels next week. These are the businesses that fit the criteria of intelligent investing. But wait, you're probably like, hold on, aren't stocks risky too? Yep. But here's the thing, smart investing in stocks can actually protect you from inflation. Graham says, if you're going to invest, do it with a level head. No panic buying because some finance bro on TikTok said it's going to the moon. No YOLOing your savings just because the stock is trending. And don't even get me started on so-called experts. Graham would say, be careful with those folks on CNBC. Even they get it wrong, like, a lot. Jim Cramer will say, buy something on Monday, then yell, sell it by Thursday. So Graham's advice is that don't chase hype. Don't fall in love with a stock. Don't treat your portfolio like a slot machine in Las Vegas. He also gives some pretty solid advice on how to split your money. Like, if you're thinking, should I go all in on stocks or keep everything in cash under my mattress? Graham says, no. Instead, have a mix. Maybe keep 25% of your money in bonds and the rest in stocks. That way, if your stocks take a dive, you've still got a cushion to land on, like a financial trampoline. Now let's connect that to a real-world scenario. Say you're self-employed, or people depend on you for income, or maybe you're just not a risk taker. That doesn't mean you should avoid investing. It just means you've got to be more defensive. Secret number 3, the zen of getting rich slowly. We live in a world of crypto moonshots and meme stocks, but Graham and Buffett, they're the OGs of slowly, then all at once. Graham wrote, "The best way to make money is to not lose money." Deep, right? No? Okay, how about this? Compound interest is your BFF. Buffett started investing at 11. Let me repeat, 11 years old. By 30, he was a millionaire. By 60, a billionaire. How? He let his money marinate like a fine steak, or his beloved cherry Coke. Here's another pro tip you can start today. Automate your investments. Even $10 per day in an index fund can turn you into a latte-sipping millionaire. Or, as I call it, the Starbucks retirement plan. In other words, it all starts with one idea. Know the difference between investing and just tossing your money into the wind. Graham says investing is about ABC. A. Understanding what you're buying. B. Protecting yourself from loss. And C. Being cool with not making crazy fast profits. Like, if your investing strategy sounds like a get-rich-quick TikTok ad, Graham's ghost is shaking his head at you. Let's break that down. First, understand the company. Not just like, hey, I know Apple makes iPhones, but actually looking at how much money they make, how they spend it, and whether they're run by people who actually know what they're doing. Second, protect yourself. That means don't put all your money in one basket or one dog-themed cryptocurrency. And third, aim for safe, steady returns. It's not sexy. It won't get you a yacht in 30 days. But it works. Now, I know what you're thinking, but investing is so confusing and risky. And yes, it can be. But not if you're smart about it. Let's talk about inflation. I know, boring word. But picture this. You have $10,000 in your bank account. Yay! Now imagine that next year, that same $10,000 only buys you $9,720 worth of stuff. Ouch. That's what inflation does. And if your savings account is only giving you a teeny tiny 0.1% interest rate, which is actually better than most savings accounts right now, then your money is secretly getting weaker, like your favorite jeans after too many washes. Now onto the bonus section, Warren's 30-day challenge. You have to try this. Want to test Graham's wisdom? For the next 30 days, 1. Ignore the noise. Sorry, Fox News. 2. Invest only in what you understand. RIP to my meme coin dreams. 3. Save 20% of your income, even if it means skipping avocado toast, once. Buffett did this and turned $10,000 into $10 million. You might not hit millions, but you'll sleep better than a guy who YOLO'd his savings into NFTs. Let's be real. Most finance influencers are selling you a Lamborghini by Friday scheme. But Buffett, he's the guy who still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. His idea of a flex is a McDonald's coupon. So if you're tired of Bitcoin to $1 million, I fear be over $100 billion. This book wasn't about hustle culture or getting lucky or waiting for the perfect stock tip. It was about building a mindset strong enough to outlast trends, crashes, and doubt. That mindset didn't just help Buffett win, it made sure he kept winning. Today, the world sees the fortune, the empire, the legacy. But before all of that, there was just a young guy, a library, and a paperback that challenged everything he thought he knew. He didn't need motivation, he needed direction. And once he found it, the rest took care of itself. That's how Warren Buffett started. Quietly, intentionally, unshakably. Now it's your turn. Be smart, be boring, be consistent. And who knows, maybe one day someone will say you invest like Buffett. If you enjoyed this video, do 3 things. 1. Smash that like button. 2. Comment. Buffett mode. Activated below. 3. Subscribe. Unless you'd rather take financial advice from TikTok horoscopes. Oh, and share this with someone who thinks investing means buying Fortnite skins. They'll thank you later. Thanks for watching, future millionaires. Remember, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. So stay patient, stay smart, and stay away from Mr. Market's 3 a.m. texts. And if you don't subscribe, I'll send Mr. Market to your house. He'll reenact the 2008 crash in your living room. This is Mr. Sticks A Stocks signing off for today. Stay healthy and stay wealthy.